the billions of population that we have. It's a litigation that is exploding every day. So I'm giving you an example of what I would do as a judge of the present court, Supreme Court. As a Chief Justice, the role is of a state. It's much more onerous. As a member, as a puny judge of the Supreme Court, our court hours are 10:30 to 4:30, but that's the fun part. The real work starts after 4:30 and goes on almost well past midnight and continues in the mornings. So we, on a routine day, which is an admission day in the Supreme Court on a Monday, Friday, we have about 65 to 70 matters per day, all fresh. You have to be ready with all of them. We have 5 law researchers who are attached to us, with another set of interns who are attached to the law researchers who assist them. The files come up to us. I'm on PDF, so I get nothing physically. So the files will be dropped and forwarded, downloaded, all through the night. So it's 24/7. The files keep coming for tomorrow and the day after, and so on and so forth. You're expected to come back home, maybe just get out of your uniform and grab a cup of tea and be on your table max by. If you land up at 4:30, by 5 you're back on your table, ready to read your briefs for the next day. That goes on well past sometimes midnight. On an average, it takes you 5 hours minimum to read all those. We are talking of thousands of pages here because every brief, some of them are running into 2,000 pages or so. You got to get a flavor of the matter, enough for you to be able to put the right questions to the counsel, save time in court because there are 70 people waiting for their turn to come, and your day is just running through. The files will come in the morning, sometimes when just as you are ready to go in for a bath, you get a call. Our home offices are running 24/7 by rote. So you'll get a call to say, okay, some 10 odd files have just been downloaded. So here you are. So you grab maybe a sandwich or a bite in the morning while you're reading those files. And that's how it goes right up to the court. From 10:30, your focus is just on hearing matters, dealing with them. Sometimes maybe 5 minutes per case because you don't have the luxury of time. There are counsels engaged, and they're to the point because they know what the questions are ordinarily, and they won't go all over the place. You don't permit them to filibuster you either. While I'm grabbing a bite, I would probably expect my court master to keep those urgent matters before me. Maybe somebody who's going to get a bail, somebody has to travel abroad, permissions are required, so on and so forth, depending on the urgency. Those orders are clear right there on the table and sent back so that they can be uploaded. The luxury of the Supreme Court judges, we don't have to physically sign every order, which we have to as a High Court judge. So they're all, once approved, they're signed by the court master and uploaded immediately, on the same day. So by the time you come home, the rest of the matters come to you for the day to check and correct, read the next day's files, start dictating judgments of the reserved matters. And has speaking assignments like this on the side. And whatever is left over dinner is what the family gets, and they're pretty fed up of you. And if they ask a couple of extra questions, you just are willing to bite their head off. You had a long day. It is tedious. It is very fatiguing. And then I'm not talking of social obligations. I'm not talking of any of the friends and other things which happen over a weekend. Our weekends are the tightest. If somebody says come over a meal on a Friday, it kills you. I'd rather come midweek on a Wednesday or a Tuesday because we know we have regular hearing matters on Wednesdays and Thursdays, which means we don't have to read 70 files. Maybe we read 30 files or 20 files, which is no big deal by the time you reach here. And that's how the day goes. Even vacations are all accounted for. There's nothing like a vacation for a judge, whether we are in the High Court or the Supreme Court. We need to work, even in the vacations, go back to our champions. As soon as I leave from here, I'll be back in Delhi doing that. We have administrative matters to do. We have committees that are handling many things. For example, gender sensitization is my committee, I'm chairing it. Family courts is my committee. The Supreme Court Chief Justice assigns us administrative things to do that are besides our judicial work. So if that's not a packed day, nothing is. This is how we operate. We get used to it, but it takes a toll.